The alarm clock screams its jarring call at 4 in the morning. It's a harsh sound in the quiet stillness of their small apartment. Rakesh, his face etched with fatigue, slowly pushes himself up from the thin mattress. He shares this room, barely bigger than a closet, with his wife, Sunita. Every inch of space is precious, a testament to their life crammed into this humble dwelling. Rakesh reaches for his worn-out Dunkin' Donuts uniform, the fabric thin and faded like a distant memory. He runs the iron over it with a practiced hand, each swipe smoothing out the wrinkles of yesterday's labor. In the cramped kitchen, Sunita moves with a quiet grace. Her hands, roughened by years of tireless work, prepare a simple breakfast. The aroma of chai fills the air, a comforting fragrance that belies the anxieties of their daily struggle. She moves to the corner of the room, where a small shrine adorned with colorful pictures of deities sits atop a makeshift altar. Her lips move in silent prayer, a whispered plea for strength, for hope, for a brighter future. A shared look passes between husband and wife, a silent acknowledgement of their shared burden, their unwavering love. They step out into the pre-dawn darkness, the city still shrouded in slumber. The apartment door closes behind them with a soft click, a temporary respite from the weight of their responsibilities. The streets are quiet, the air heavy with the promise of a sweltering summer day. Rakesh and Sunita walk hand in hand, their steps echoing on the pavement. They are two souls bound by love, by sacrifice, by the shared dream of a better life for their son, Arjun. Their apartment is a testament to their simple life. Faded floral wallpaper peels at the seams, whispering tales of time and hardship. The furniture, mismatched and worn, speaks of countless second-hand purchases, each one a small victory in their ongoing struggle. Yet, despite its humble appearance, the apartment is filled with a palpable warmth, a sense of love that transcends the limitations of its walls. Arjun's room, a small alcove carved out of the living space, is a stark contrast to the rest of the apartment. The walls are adorned with posters of famous universities, their vibrant colors a beacon of hope in the otherwise muted palette of their lives. Books, stacked precariously on every available surface, stand as silent witnesses to Arjun's thirst for knowledge, his unwavering determination to break free from the cycle of poverty that has ensnared his parents. Rakesh and Sunita had left India with dreams woven into the very fabric of their being. They had left behind a life of familiarity, of comfort, in pursuit of something more, something better for their unborn child. America, the land of opportunity, beckoned them with the promise of a brighter future. They had arrived with little more than the clothes on their backs and a heart full of hope. The early years were a blur of hard work and sacrifice. Language barriers, cultural differences, and the constant struggle to make ends meet tested their resolve at every turn. But through it all, they held on to their dreams, their love for each other, and the unwavering belief that their sacrifices would pave the way for a better life for their son. The aroma of coffee beans, the clatter of trays, the endless stream of faces. This is Rakesh's world for the first part of his day. He greets each customer with a tired smile, his hands moving mechanically as he prepares their orders. The Dunkin' Donuts uniform, a symbol of his daily grind, feels heavier with each passing hour. He steals a moment to catch his breath, his gaze falling on a picture of Arjun tucked inside his worn wallet. It's a reminder of why he endures this daily struggle, a beacon of hope in the monotony of his existence. His lunch break, a brief respite in the concrete jungle, is spent on a park bench, a simple meal of roti and sabzi, a poor substitute for a moment's peace. But there is no time for rest, no time for contemplation. He has another job waiting, another uniform to don. The security guard uniform, a stark contrast to the cheerful orange of Dunkin' Donuts, is a reminder of the harsh realities of his existence. He spends his evenings patrolling a deserted office building, the silence amplifying the loneliness that gnaws at his soul. He walks the same corridors, checks the same doors, his mind a whirlwind of worries, hopes, and dreams. Meanwhile, Sunita's day unfolds in a symphony of repetitive motions. The warehouse, a vast, impersonal space, echoes with the clatter of machinery and the shouts of her fellow workers. She spends her hours lifting, sorting, packing, her body aching with each passing minute. Her hands, once soft and delicate, are now calloused and rough, a testament to the physical toll of her labor. As the day wanes, Sunita finds herself in the sterile environment of an office building, her cleaning cart a constant companion. She works with a quiet efficiency, her movements almost meditative as she empties trash cans, vacuums carpets, and scrubs toilets. The silence of the empty offices is a stark contrast to the cacophony of the warehouse, but it offers no solace. It is a silence that screams of her invisibility, her insignificance in the grand scheme of things.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness.
Their evenings are a study in unspoken communication. The fatigue is etched on their faces, their bodies heavy with exhaustion. They eat their meals in silence, the clatter of utensils a jarring counterpoint to the unspoken words that hang between them. Their eyes, however, speak volumes of shared dreams, of unspoken fears, of the deep well of love that binds them together. Rakesh's hand reaches across the table, his rough fingers gently caressing Sunita's work-worn hand. It's a silent conversation, a moment of shared understanding in the midst of their daily struggle. They don't need words to communicate the weight of their burdens, the depth of their love for their son, the unwavering belief that their sacrifices will bear fruit. Arjun watches his parents from across the table, his heart heavy with a mixture of love, guilt, and a deep-seated understanding of their sacrifices. He sees the fatigue etched on their faces, the way their shoulders slump with the weight of their responsibilities. He longs to ease their burden, to offer words of comfort, but the words stick in his throat, choked by the enormity of their sacrifices. He throws himself into his studies with a fervor that borders on obsession, his textbooks a shield against the harsh realities of their lives. He dreams of a future where he can provide for his parents, where he can finally give them the life they deserve, a life free from worry, from hardship, from the endless cycle of labor that has come to define their existence. Their evenings are a delicate dance between exhaustion and hope. Rakesh and Sunita, their bodies weary from the day's labor, find solace in each other's presence. They talk in hushed tones about Arjun, about his dreams, about the future they are striving to create for him. Their voices are filled with a quiet pride, a deep-seated belief in their son's potential. Section 3. The Price of Hope, a Son's Unseen Toll. Arjun, however, carries the weight of their sacrifices like an invisible burden. He sees their silent struggles, the way they push themselves beyond their limits, their smiles a fragile mask for their exhaustion. He witnesses their quiet acts of selflessness, the way they deny themselves even the smallest luxuries, the way they cling to worn-out clothes and patched-up shoes, all so that he can have a better life. The guilt gnaws at him, a constant reminder of the price of his dreams. He sees their sacrifices reflected in every textbook, every late-night study session, every opportunity that comes his way. He knows that their dreams are intertwined with his own, that their hopes and aspirations are pinned on his success. He tries to talk to them, to express his gratitude, his understanding of their sacrifices, but the words always seem to fall short. How do you thank someone for giving up everything, for sacrificing their own happiness for yours? How do you express the depth of your love, the enormity of your debt, without making them feel worse, without adding to their burden? So he keeps his worries to himself, his fears locked away in the deepest recesses of his heart. He smiles, he studies, he works hard, all the while carrying the weight of their sacrifices like an invisible cloak. He knows that their dreams are his own, that their sacrifices are an investment in his future, and he is determined to make them proud. Section 1. College Applications. A glimmer of hope in tired eyes. The worn kitchen table, scarred with the memories of countless meals and silent conversations, becomes a stage for Arjun's dreams. He lays out his college applications, each one a testament to his hard work, his dedication, his unwavering belief in a brighter future. The glossy brochures, filled with pictures of sprawling campuses and smiling students, stand in stark contrast to the faded wallpaper and worn furniture of their small apartment. Rakesh and Sunita gather around the table, their faces etched with a mixture of apprehension and pride. They listen intently as Arjun talks about his aspirations, his voice filled with a quiet confidence that belies his young age. He speaks of his desire to study business, to create something of his own, to build a future where he can give back to his parents, to finally ease their burden. Rakesh, his rough hand unconsciously rubbing the worn fabric of his Dunkin' Donuts uniform, nods his head in silent encouragement. His eyes, however, betray a flicker of concern, a silent acknowledgement of the financial burden that comes with such dreams. He knows the value of hard work, the sacrifices that come with chasing ambitions. He has spent years toiling away, each day a testament to his unwavering love for his family, his desire to give Arjun the opportunities he never had. Sunita, her hand instinctively reaching out to caress Arjun's cheek, can't help but feel a surge of pride. Her son, her bright, ambitious son, is on the cusp of achieving something extraordinary. She sees in his eyes a reflection of their own dreams, the hopes and aspirations they carried with them when they first set foot on American soil. She sees a future where their sacrifices have not been in vain, a future where their son can finally break free from the cycle of poverty that has ensnared their family for generations. Section 2. A Promise Whispered, I'll Make You Proud. I want to build something, Arjun says, his voice filled with a quiet determination. I want to create a business, something that will make you both proud. I want to give you the life you deserve, Ma, Papa. A life without worry, without these endless jobs, without this constant struggle. His words hang in the air, heavy with the weight of his promise, the depth of his love for his parents. He knows that his dreams are their dreams, that their hopes and aspirations are woven into the very fabric of his being. He sees the sacrifices they make every single day, the way they push themselves beyond their limits, the way they deny themselves even the smallest luxuries, all so that he can have a better life. Rakesh, his voice thick with emotion, reaches out and places a hand on Arjun's shoulder. We are already proud of you, Beta, he says, his eyes shining with unshed tears. Just study hard, make the most of your opportunities. That is all we ask. Sunita, her own eyes brimming with tears, nods in agreement. Your happiness is our happiness, Arjun, she says, her voice choked with emotion.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do is so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented.
A promise that will ultimately change their lives forever. The glow of hope that had illuminated the small apartment, fueled by Arjun's dreams and aspirations, begins to flicker under the harsh reality of their financial situation. Rakesh, his brow furrowed with worry, spends his evenings hunched over the kitchen table, his calloused fingers clumsily navigating the unfamiliar world of loan applications. Each click of the mouse, each online form filled with their meager financial details, feels like another nail hammered into the coffin of their hopes. The rejections arrive with a disheartening regularity, each one a sharp reminder of their precarious financial standing. The banks, those impersonal institutions of finance, see only numbers on a screen, cold, hard figures that fail to capture the depth of their sacrifices, the unwavering love that fuels their dreams. They don't see the calloused hands, the weary eyes, the countless hours of toil that have sustained their family through the years. Desperate, Rakesh swallows his pride and reaches out to family, to distant relatives whose lives have taken different paths, whose successes only serve to highlight his own struggles. He endures their pitying glances, their thinly veiled judgments, as he explains their situation, his voice cracking with a mixture of shame and desperation. The money, when it comes, is hard-won, a loan granted with a heavy heart, with stipulations and repayment terms that make his stomach churn. He knows that this money, this lifeline in their time of need, comes at a cost, a burden they will carry for years to come.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Sunita, her body already pushed to its limits, takes on extra shifts, her days stretching into an endless cycle of work and exhaustion. She cleans offices late into the night, the silence of the empty building amplifying the loneliness that gnaws at her soul. Her hands, raw and chapped from the harsh cleaning chemicals, ache with a constant, dull pain. She steals moments of respite in the sterile confines of office restrooms, her shoulders slumping with fatigue, the weight of their burdens pressing down on her with an almost physical force. She cries silently, her tears a mixture of exhaustion, frustration, and a deep-seated fear that their sacrifices will not be enough. Rakesh, his own body betraying years of relentless toil, picks up extra hours at the Dunkin' Donuts, his once warm smile now a strained grimace. He serves customers with a mechanical efficiency, his mind a million miles away, consumed by worries about their finances, about Sunita's failing health, about the future that seems to be slipping through their fingers. Their evenings, once filled with quiet conversations and shared dreams, are now dominated by exhaustion and unspoken anxieties. They eat their meals in silence, the food tasteless, their bodies too weary for conversation, their minds too consumed by worry.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Arjun, oblivious to his parents' sacrifices, immerses himself in his studies. He dreams of a future where he can ease their burden. He notices their fatigue and overhears their worries about money. But they shield him from their struggles, wanting him to focus on his dreams. Their love is a protective barrier against harsh realities. They bear their burdens silently, their love unwavering. Their sacrifices are a testament to their devotion. They are the unsung heroes of their son's success. Their love is the foundation of his dreams. Arjun's determination grows, fueled by their silent support. One sweltering summer afternoon, the rhythm of daily life shatters. Rakesh, pale and clutching his chest, stumbles behind the counter. The world fades to black as concerned faces blur. In the hospital, fear claws at Arjun. He sits beside his worried mother. The doctor speaks of exhaustion and overwork. Arjun sees the toll on his father's body. Guilt twists in his gut. The doctor advises rest and lifestyle changes. But how can they afford to slow down? Their lives are a constant race against time. Arjun's resolve hardens. He must find a way to help. The weight of responsibility presses down. He can't let his parents suffer alone. A plan begins to form in his mind. That night, the apartment's silence feels heavy. Arjun lies awake, consumed by worry and guilt. He hears a cough and the washing machine's whir. He tiptoes towards the sound, heart sinking. His mother, frail and weary, is doing laundry. Her eyes meet his, startled. "Ma," Arjun whispers, voice thick with emotion. "Why didn't you tell me?" he asks, feeling betrayed. He sees their sacrifices and feels the weight of their love. Tears stream down Sunita's face. "We didn't want to burden you," she says. "You have your dreams, your future." Arjun pulls her close, tears flowing. He sees the truth in her eyes. Their love and sacrifices are overwhelming. His dreams pale in comparison to their love. He vows to ease their burden. The weight of his parents' sacrifices presses down on Arjun. His dreams of prestigious universities seem selfish. He can't watch them struggle alone. Arjun approaches his parents with determination. "I'm getting a job," he announces. His parents protest, wanting to shield him. "No, Arjun," his father says. "Your studies are important. We will manage." But Arjun insists. "It's my turn to help. Let me share the load. I can work part-time and still study." His mother, filled with pride and apprehension, places a hand on his cheek. "You work too hard already," she says. "Let us take care of you. That is our duty as your parents." Arjun's resolve strengthens. He will help them, no matter what. Arjun found a job at a local clothing store. Each task, though mundane, gave him purpose. He felt satisfaction in contributing to their well-being. Late at night, he worked on his laptop. He sought a way to break free from their struggles. Arjun was drawn to business and entrepreneurship. He researched online, devouring books on the subject. He discovered e-commerce and felt excitement. He started designing t-shirts with catchy slogans. His online store became his passion. Each design was a testament to his dedication. Years passed, marked by hard work and hope. Arjun excelled in his studies, fueled by his parents' sacrifices. Graduation day arrived, a beacon of triumph. Arjun, beaming with pride, received his diploma. The applause was a symphony of appreciation, but the true reward was his parents' pride. Their faces reflected their love and relief. Arjun knew every sacrifice had been worth it. The diploma was a key to a future filled with possibilities. He could finally give back to his parents. Arjun's online store began to flourish. His hard work and determination paid off. He rented a small office filled with energy. He poured himself into his business. Years passed, marked by highs and lows. Arjun never lost sight of his goals. His business grew, expanding with a dedicated team. He moved into larger offices, a reminder of his journey. The sacrifices and support brought him to this point. One evening, Arjun drove his parents to a new neighborhood. They stood before a beautiful two-story house. Sunita gasped, eyes wide with disbelief. Rakesh gripped Arjun's arm, silent. "This is for you, Ma, Papa," Arjun said. "Our home." Tears welled up in Sunita's eyes. "But Arjun, how?" she whispered. "This is the return on your investment," Arjun said. "The price of your dreams, the payoff of your love." They stepped into the house, feeling its warmth. It was a testament to their sacrifices and love. The aroma of spices filled the air. Sunita moved gracefully in the kitchen, happiness glowing on her face. Laughter echoed through the house. Rakesh watched his grandchildren play, content. He saw Arjun, now a successful businessman. Rakesh's eyes welled up with gratitude and pride. He took Sunita's hand, their touch a silent conversation. Their love had triumphed over adversity. Arjun gathered his children to share their grandparents' story. He spoke of their sacrifices and unwavering love. He pointed to a photograph of Rakesh and Sunita. "Your Nana and Nani are the real heroes," Arjun said. "They taught me the true meaning of hard work and love." His children listened intently, absorbing the lessons. They learned that dreams often came at a price. The story resonated within their hearts. It was a beacon of inspiration, a reminder of the power of love and perseverance.